Hey y'all, welcome back to Tony TV, and it's time for the takeover. As you already know, it's Challenge Wednesday, back at it, episode 5. We can get straight into the episode and talk about everything that went on tonight. So, for starters, we always start off with the Daily Challenge. So this week, the Daily Challenge was called Minefield. So for this one, it was basically like an obstacle course where the partners, the male and female, they both went in different directions. So they each had their own obstacle course. And at each checkpoint, they had to pick up a puzzle piece. And at the very end of their checkpoints, they had the very last puzzle piece they had to pick up. They had to solve a math equation first, and once they solved the math equation, they had to tell their partner in order for their partner to unlock the safe to get their very last puzzle piece. So once both sides got their last puzzle piece, they ran back to their detonation station, and they were able to build their puzzle, and the first team to complete the puzzle and set off their detonator won, and will become the agency for the week. It didn't start getting a little crazy until it's time for them to do this math. They not that good at math, so we found out this episode. We got Gabo, who says he didn't finish high school. And mind y'all, the math isn't even that hard. It's a good PEMDAS problem. You got some multiplication, some addition, some subtraction, and some division. Something we all should be able to do at their big ages. However, we see that's not the case. Gabo can't figure the shit out at all. You got Berna, who said she went to circus school, so she, I guess, never learned math. So she was also struggling. And a couple people, a smart player, because they don't give you a pen and paper, to solve your problem. You got to do it all visual. So some people, they find something, their hands were muddy. So some people using their muddy hands to, write on the little board they have the numbers so they can visualize it and help them out. Which was a good trick. Besides that, you really have to do it all mentally. And they don't be giving, some small numbers. It'd be thousands and hundreds. And it'd be a lot to figure out. So to, be able to visualize it and write it down some kind of way, that helps people solve it faster. So okay, cool, got it. Some of them was getting through it. Now every time they kept going through the obstacle course, they would have to go further and further through it. So very first time they went through the mud, they would have to keep going through the mud every time and climb over the wall an additional time and keep climbing over it every time as they get further through the obstacle course. Each time they have to run back and forth because they can only collect one puzzle piece at a time. So they get one, bring it back, go back out further, get one, bring it back, and so on and so on. So one time when they was climbing over the wall, Anissa was getting over it and she fell down. And when she fell on her shoulder and she started screaming, saying she was in pain. She thinks she dislocated her shoulder. So they get the medics to come over, the medics wrap her up, and they take her out with an ambulance. So at this point, we don't know if Anissa's still in the game. She's not going to be in the game. We're not sure. But now her partner, Logan, he can't finish the daily mission because without a partner, he'll never know the solution to the equation without Anissa being there to tell him. So basically, at this point, Logan's DQ'd from this challenge. So obviously, he can't be the agency this week. So everybody else still competing. They're going back and forth trying to figure out these numbers. Everybody getting somewhere. Most of the time, it seemed like the girls was right and the guys was wrong on figuring out the numbers. So that goes to show who's better at math. Then you have Kaycee and Emmanuel, who are in the lead currently. They both were able to solve their problems. That they got all their puzzle pieces, so they're solving it first. Then behind them, you have CT and Berna, who come up next, and they're also solving it. But I feel like Kaycee and Emmanuel had a decent lead at first on everybody else when it came to solving their puzzle. But if you know anything about CT, CT is like the puzzle goat. When it comes to a puzzle, CT gonna get it. I was like CT and Anissa, they both be on it with the puzzles, but obviously Anissa not playing, so that didn't work out in her favor. But CT coming at that thing, he tell Berna step aside, I got this. Tunnel vision. CT start going, he get to going. Now it look like Kaycee and Emmanuel look pretty good. They might actually win this one, but CT ain't having that. At the end of the day, CT pull out the dub. CT and Berna win. They become agency for the week. So CT's happy. I think this is first win of the season. I believe it's also Berna's as well, besides her winning an elimination. So they happy, they good, they safe. Gabo and Emmy are the current rookie team. So Gabo's been stressed out because he knows that more likely he's going to elimination being the rookie team. So he already knows what his fate is. He's ready. He gonna do what he got to do. And also, he not happy being partnered with Emmy because Emmy's not that nice to him, he says Emmy doesn't give him good vibes. So for him, he doesn't want to be partnered with her. He wants to go back to Nani because he liked working with Nani. She was cute. She was nice to him. He felt safe being with Nani. But with Emmy, he don't feel safe at all. So he wants to go into elimination so he can win elimination and get a new partner. Because he said working with Emmy ain't working out. He over it. Then you have Kaycee and Fessy having a conversation about the whole Josh and the Amber B situation from last week, when Fessy decided to throw in Amber B into elimination, but Amber B won. So Amber B is now back in the house, and Fessy still has to continue to deal with her. And Fessy, Josh, and Kaycee are no longer on good terms. Big Brother Alliance is basically dead. They don't understand why Josh is so mad. They don't trust Amber B anyway. Fessy feels that Josh feels that by him putting his game first, it's not worrying about the whole Big Brother Alliance and not thinking about Josh at the same time. But Fessy feels like if we're in an alliance together, and I'm your number one, you're my number one. If I'm thinking about my game, that's also thinking about your game at the same time, because it's going to help both of us get further in the end. He could have still held off on putting Amber B, because Amber B, I just know Amber B was not worried about Fessy's already in the game. She was not feeling threatened by him this season thus far. But Fessy felt like that was a shot he had to take, so he took it, and it backfired. Kaycee doesn't trust Amber B either, so obviously she's on Fessy's side. She don't get why Josh is mad. She really wants Josh to let it go. But like everybody knows Josh operates on his emotions. So when Josh get heated, Josh is mad, Josh is crying, he's snapping on everybody. So in fact, Kaycee's pretty much over it. She overhearing Josh complain about everything. Eventually, Aneesa comes back to the house and they find out that unfortunately she's dislocated her shoulder. So Aneesa's going home, she out for the season. And I hate that because I think this is, I know at least it was one other time where Aneesa got DQ'd for an injury and she had to be out for the season. And I just know how much Aneesa likes to compete and wants to get further every season and do better. But it keeps being unfortunate situations where something occurs and she has to go home early. And it sucks. I wish it would stop happening. I really want Aneesa to come back in better shape than ever. Aneesa's elimination record is one of the best. And she could really do damage if she was like really came back in shape. She knows the game better than most of these people. She has the relationship. So I just need Aneesa to come back and do what she need to do. And stop playing. Recover properly, please. With Aneesa being gone, now everybody's speculating, okay, it must be a guy's elimination. So when they figure out that more likely Aneesa's gonna be going home, Logan's already contemplating that he wants to go down there so he gets to pick his own partner. He doesn't have to get left over with whoever loses the eliminations partner. He wants to just go down there, be able to win, and come back and choose who he wants for himself. He doesn't want to get stuck with a rookie pair. He'd rather go down there and still a vet if he can. So then we get to the nomination ceremony, and Logan says how he wants to go down, but he doesn't want to be the house vote because he doesn't want CT and Brenner to go back on their word that they're going to throw Gobbo in. Because they already told him that if he goes down, they'll throw Gobbo in. It'll be Gobbo versus Logan. Then that's who Logan wants anyway. Logan wants to go against Gobbo because he feels like he can beat Gobbo. But he doesn't want to be the house vote because he doesn't want CT and Brenner to go down there and be like, actually, we're going to put you in against somebody that we think will actually beat you so you can go home. So he doesn't want to take that chance. He's like, nah, I'm not with it. I don't want it. But then and then Gobbo also tells how he also wants to go on elimination anyway because he wants to switch partners as well. And he told the whole house that he wants Nany back. And currently, Hughie stole Nany last week in elimination. So now Hughie and Nany are partners. And now Hughie ain't having it. Hughie is the drama queen, as we come to know. He in elimination, he's snapping on Gobbo. He's saying Gobbo is disloyal. He doesn't care about him. He just got Nany. He don't want to lose her already. He feel like he in a good position. So then he stand up. He's trying to cuss out Gobbo. Gobbo ain't having. Gobbo say, sit your ass down. And Hughie didn't sit his ass down. Hughie just kept going. Now the whole house is like, Hughie, chill out. You're doing a lot. And he not letting Gobbo speak. So it's like this conversation is getting nowhere. It's not going to make a difference. Really, it's not going to make a difference, Hughie, what you want. Because if Gobbo goes in there and he wins, if he wants Nany back, he can get Nany back. Like, you can't stop him. So just shut up. I think Hughie just knows that he's going to be in a shitty position if Gobbo takes Nany back. And he'll be left with whoever's left to be his partner. And he's not going to be happy with that if it's somebody that's either a rookie or just somebody he doesn't want to be partners with. And he knows just being with Nany, he's in a good position because Nany has so many relationships within the house. The house goes through, they do nominations. It's Aneesa and Logan. Logan knows he's going in. And CT and Burner tell Logan and Gobbo basically like, good luck in elimination. May the best man win. We'll see y'all when we see you. So, fast forward, we get to the elimination. Logan's automatically going in. And then it's time for CT and Burner to vote. And they stick to their word and they vote Gobbo down. So we got Gobbo versus Logan, as we thought. They get down there and TJ goes over the game. So for this game, it's a puzzle. And Gobbo already shook because Gobbo know he's not that smart. He like, oh shit, this ain't my challenge to win. I can't do well at this. I'm already going home. He already mentally feeling like he's finna go home, which is a terrible mindset going into elimination. Like, whether it's your strength or your weakness, you gotta feel like you're finna dominate that shit regardless. So yeah, so that's already. So TJ tells them how they gotta complete a puzzle, but there's like a 20-foot structure above them with a rope, and at the very top, like a little platform. And the answer key to their puzzle is at the top of the platform. So they have to climb up the rope, and they can view the answer key and then come back down and put together their puzzle. They can do that as many times as necessary until they complete the puzzle. Now the puzzle is just a bunch of little squares, and it's like a symbol on them. But the symbols, some of the symbols are really similar, or they just face different directions. And you have to know when you're putting it together to make sure everything faces the right direction. So they start the elimination. Logan straight out the gate. Logan get up that rope quick. He don't waste no time. Then we come to find out that Logan apparently he's in firefighter training, so he used to this. He built for this. So he get up there quick. God was still trying to flip his pieces over for the puzzle just so he can see them all. Took him about 5 minutes to do that alone. Then he finally get up. But, Gobbo, like one of the biggest ones in the house. So like he used the muscles too. And he got up that bit quick. So both of them got up there pretty quick. And they looked at it. They came back down. Looked at it. Came back down. In the beginning, Logan was in the lead. Logan had completed it. He did his first check. Wasn't right. So it was like, oh damn. So now he got to go back up there again and keep going. Keep going. Keep going. God was moving kind of slower. But he's like being more diligent about it. And he's like checking it over and over himself before he even calls check. Everybody else telling him like, Gabo, call check. Like you already have it all there. At least call check to find out if it's right or not. Gabo decides to climb back up the road to check it himself instead of just asking TJ. Which I don't know. I feel like that's dumb. It's like you wasting time and energy by going up there yourself to check it when you can just ask TJ, and if it's wrong, then you go. Like that just makes more sense. I feel like you doing double the work for no reason. Logan's still going. He got the first time wrong. Then I think he checks it like 2 more times. It's still wrong. So then he just starts flipping random pieces because at this point, Logan's tired. He's tired of climbing up that rope. He don't feel like he can climb no more. So he's just like, I can't do it no more. So I'm just going to flip pieces in different directions. And hopefully one of these times it'll become right. Didn't work out for him. Good idea, but it didn't work. So he had to climb up the rope one more time. Climbed up, got to the top. He looked it over, came back down. He switched a couple pieces. Logan won that thing. He got it right. Gabo got sent home. I hope Gabo come back. I feel like he can be a good competitor now. Because if he was to come back now, he'd come back knowing more about the game and understanding it a little better, and he work on his puzzle skills a little bit and his math. So I feel like Gabo came back. Gabo could really be a beast because I feel like he got the strength in him, and he doesn't give up. So I feel like he can do really well. But also, I'm not even surprised Logan won because I saw it in Logan from the jump. Like throughout the challenges so far, Logan's been doing pretty well. So now it's time for Logan to pick his partner. And he knows he doesn't want Emmy, who was Gabo partner, because that's a rookie, so that's dead. So he decides to go with Nani to be her partner. And Hughie is below. Hughie thought since Gabo was going home, him and Nani was good. He wasn't going to get his partner taken. Logan said sight. Logan took Nani from him. So now they partners up, and Nani feeling like a hot commodity. Like it's really funny this season. Like people that aren't even like the best challenger per se are getting picked often. Like people are actually fighting over them. Like how you got people fighting over Devin, now people fighting over Nani. And I think this season's really a lot about social game, because social game is what's keeping people out of eliminations compared to like being a physical threat. Like physical threat got some people out of the game, but for some people, like depending on where your social game is and like which vets you're closest to, it's getting people pretty far thus far. So Logan, I feel like Logan made a good move because Logan's gonna be straight for a little minute. Now Hughie has to be partnered with Emmy. They're the new rookie team, and we already know how this is gonna go. Next week, Hughie and Emmy gonna be down there. Hughie and Emmy, they got 2 big personalities, so I don't foresee them working out well together. They both like to snap and argue and be hot-headed a lot, so I can see this partnership going left quick. But I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Like maybe they might pull it out and be able to win their elimination, or maybe something happen next episode and the vets decide to take a shot at one another. I don't know. We gonna see. I don't know. I'm over the vets and playing a game like this. They playing too safe. Like I get it. Like it's a good gameplay, yes, but it's getting a little boring. It's getting a little tired. Like we get it. Rookie after rookie after rookie. Okay, got it. The rookies still didn't do what I need them to do by coming together and getting the vets out. But clearly they ain't figured that shit out yet, how to make that work. So go home. Let the vets battle it out at this point. I'm just gonna wait to see who win at the very end. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We at it. We own it. I just came back from New York, so we got a New York vlog coming at the end of this week, hopefully. Don't hold me to that, but it's in the plans. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of that. Run it up. Yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all next week.